What's up, art students? Today, it's day 2 with your doodle, and I want to give you guys a couple pieces of advice. It's tough talking on Tuesday. One thing I want to talk about is how large should your doodles be? And then lastly, I want to talk about getting into that doodle flow. All right, so check it out. Okay, guys, so you probably, hopefully, have some doodles already on your sketchbook. But one thing I want to talk to you guys real quick is this. I had a student ask me yesterday a great question, and they asked, well, how large should our doodles be? Okay, and that's a great question because, you know, with doodling, you want to err on the side of a little bit smaller than you might normally work. Okay, so for example, I've got this dog here, kind of a dog doodle. This is inspired by a well-known graffiti and doodle artist named Keith Haring. And so if you need a little more inspiration, check out Keith Haring's work. Super cool stuff. All right. Now, the dog is simple. The dog is a great doodle, but it also has a lot of expression. All right. I would not recommend making this dog, because it is very simple, take up a lot of space. A good size for this dog might be about here. Okay. Now, if you're going to be working with the theme of like a repeating shape and adding stuff inside this dog, well, then by all means, yes, make it very large so you can put doodles inside. But if you're not planning on putting doodles inside and you make it this big, you don't have much room for any other doodles, and you would be leaving all of that space empty, which is not a good idea. So once again, err on the side of a little bit smaller doodles. For example, this is a doodle created by the artist who goes by Mr. Doodle, and notice how concentrated it is. Notice how packed in all the doodles are, okay? Another really good idea, Mr. Doodle uses what I call a lot of fillers, okay? Do you see these like little, he adds these little things, okay? Little arrows going around it. These little lines and little dots around his objects. These little things are great ideas, and I highly recommend adding a lot of little fillers into your doodles just to kind of fill up the space, okay? So, once again, back to our little dog. Yes, err on the side of smaller, and don't forget, you can add these little barks and, little tail wagging and little things like that kind of take up some space as well. Okay? So that's a little bit on the size of your doodles. The next thing I want to talk about is this. Okay? Yesterday, hopefully you were able to dive in and get rolling on your doodle. Some of you guys probably didn't. For some reason or other, you have not started yet, okay? Here's the deal. Don't just dip your toe in the water of the doodle, okay? You can't do that. You have got to fully dive in, okay? You've got to jump off the edge, and you have got to take the plunge into the doodle. But don't worry. Once you start taking that plunge, you are in the flow and you are rolling and having a good time. Okay? So, there he goes again. He's still going. All right? Come up for air and then go back in your little zone. With a project like this, you have got to be able to get into your own little zone. And you can't do that simply by dipping your toe a little bit and then messing around for the rest of class. It doesn't work like that, okay? So you will be glad that you dive in and start rolling and have fun with it, okay? That's my advice for today.